All right, can everybody see me? Everybody's good?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So, welcome back, everybody. After a long gap in episodes, I found two guys that didn't mind being on camera with me. So, uh, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. We'll go with Justin first. We'll go from south to north. Save the best for last. Coach Flores.
Sure.
So, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Cool. My name's Coach Justin Martin. I run a club in San Diego called Granite Wrestling Club. And then I coach women at NAI University in Irvine, Westcliff University. So,
Nice. And he also helps run Fargo team out here in California.
yeah.
So he's one of the very few coaches out there allowed to be on that beautiful staff. And
Yeah.
I will say one of the few good guys.
Yes, sir.
Uh, all right, Coach. Thanks for coming here, Coach
Of
Flores. Go
course.
ahead. Floor is yours.
I'm Andrew Flores, the head coach of Westmont High School for 7 years, boys and girls. And I was at St. Francis before that, and I was former San Jose State Division I wrestler. Been coaching 33 years.
There we go. So nobody can no longer complain that I don't have uh, equal representation everywhere. I don't have CBS Studios coming to cancel me for not having equal time. So, all right. So, Masters weekend. I decided to wait till we had something big to talk about, and boy, was there a lot of big stuff going on this weekend. How was it over for your guys' sense?
And
Go ahead.
is San Diego's pretty straightforward this weekend. I mean, there was a couple upsets, couple. There was that one state medalist or returning state medalist that didn't make weight, so that's a rough one, But overall, it's pretty clear cut,
Ours was pretty. We had a lot of injuries actually. Um, Sophia Dara, who did well. We had a CCS finalist last year that got hurt. We had my girl from Westmount who was ranked. She's hurt, but she made it to state. But for the most part, after the couple of injuries, it was pretty standard as far as the main people. A lot of Gilroy girls that were ranked, continued. Grace, hopefully she'll do well again. So it was pretty standard for the most part, but a few injuries and stuff. So a couple of our
Okay.
top wrestlers got injured.
Okay. So, Justin, do you want to go first as the new guy on the podcast here? Let's cover that San Diego section first. What
yeah,
qualifiers and notable matches and that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
For the most part, it was mostly Poway show for the most part. Um, you know, they had champs at 105. They had champ at 120, 125. They had, let's see, had a, I think that's actually all of the champs. So, I mean, it was pretty even in terms of champs. I think Olympian had two as well. Um, but state wise, I think we're looking at maybe hopefully 7, 8 medals, hopefully. Um, you know, losing losing the 115 pounder Cadero to the scale, that's a rough one. And then my girl Lucy, she's been out all year long with an ACL injury, and she was a two-time state medalist already, and I think would have been in contention this year to compete for a state title at 145 pounds this year. So we got some injuries and stuff like that, but I think overall San Diego should have a fairly good showing out at the state tournament, and hopefully we can sneak some girls in there that are kind of on the bubble.
Yeah. So, do you guys qualify one or two for your section?
We qualify 3.
Three. Okay, three.
Yeah.
Oh man, that those consolation finals, man, must have been intense.
Yeah, for a long time, that was how our guys it was top three. Now they go top four for the guys, so it's not nearly as, you know, pressure based on the backside, not nearly as exciting. You get those, con sims that are exciting, but man, those third and fourth place matches at the women's masters it's you can feel the intensity.
Yeah. So, um, you said Ferdero missed weight. What weight class was that one? Which because your
It's
sister's is
115.
115. No, it wasn't
115.
Federa. Mimi Cordero.
Maybe
Cordero.
Cordero. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so that's a hole at 115 that gets opened up now, and
Yep.
that weight class is kind of interesting. We'll go over it when the southern section stuff because it kind of blows up in that regard. But I mean, that's one that could have jumped. That could have been a really solid seed for you guys, for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
So
I mean, because now, I mean, pretty much that, I think, for the most part, eliminates anybody. We do have, there's the girl that won it at 115. She's from the Valley, Imperial Valley. She's from
mhm.
Central Union. She's tough. I think she's like a 7 or 8 seed. Because I just saw they released the official seeds
She
tonight.
wrestles. She wrestles my girl in the first round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Westmont Vito.
Okay.
And Vito's tough, man. She was injured all year. There, Richard knows her too well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Can't
was
believe she's
injured
still
all
the same
year.
weight. I'm like, come on, man, make him get
Yeah,
bigger.
we had to forfeit. We had to forfeit her to fourth because of an injury.
Okay.
That's why you're getting her in the first round.
And then losing Lucy. Lucy was what weight? She was 145.
She would have been 145. She would have been pretty much I think a 2 girl show there with her and Jesse.
Have they wrestled this year?
Not this year. I mean, we've been out
Because you're out with
uh,
ACL.
since May of last year. Got
Oof.
surgery like July, and then it's been out since then.
No, that's
But
hard.
wrestled Jesse forever, and
Mm.
never lost to her. But Jessie has also jumped levels the last year. Like she's since I coached her out at Fargo last year, she's done amazing in terms of her growth. And
I thought she was for sure the Fargo champ last year. She's so good. She grows so
man, I
fast.
mean,
She's so
we
young in the
had
sport.
the girl that ended up winning it we're beating her, and
Mm-hmm.
then ended up gave up a silly takedown, still winning on criteria, and then in her in her words, she sold.
Yeah.
You know? But
No,
again,
that.
that like you said, it's just the fact that she's just so young in the sport still.
Yeah. She's got a lot of upswing. She was in the room today. I mean, we had a room today.
That's
Ooh,
what
we
I
had a room
heard.
today.
I
Yeah, it
heard.
was. There was some talent coming through the room today.
Heck yeah, I love it.
And around that weight class, those girls, and I had them rotating in a 4-way, just
Hmm.
drilling even. What, dude? I'm so lucky. I'm
Yeah,
so lucky. I get to see some things that a lot of people like kind of just wish they saw. And that's gone back to like, our club and having the Gonzalez twins on the team with Koreshi, on the team with Avalos, on the team with Berrigan, and it's like I get to see a
hmm,
lot of things in the practice room a lot of people don't get to see or want to see,
yeah,
and I luckily we don't have a lot of parents in there trying to video. I don't think it's fair, I mean practice is totally
yeah,
different, and so I don't post anything. Sometimes I'll post like a cool takedown if they all agree, like it's kind of cool, like to check it
yeah,
out. But I don't want to out anybody either, make anybody think anything. So I want the girls to be comfortable. I don't want them to feel welcome to come in. So I don't post anything. But today there was some slickness going on. Like,
I can only imagine. I
yeah,
heard who was in there, and I was like, oh man, wish I could have seen it.
yeah. So yeah, oh yeah, because Coach Josiah was in there. Yeah, and
Yeah, and Berlin and
Berlin.
those girls. So I
Yeah.
got to hear the whole rundown. I was
Well, it's cool
excited.
too because yeah, I'm grateful your girls come in because they get to push my girls. So we got
Yeah,
some freshmen that are tough. And they get pushed and it's good. They kind of raise up, so it's good.
heck
You
yeah.
know, so but all right. So everybody kind of ran chalk with that. What about with you, Coach Flores? Your section.
Uh, Gilroy's gonna do well, man, with Grace and the Cortez sisters and Porter and Mendoza. And we also have the top 100 pounders, Apachiera at 100 along with Cortez. They're ranked top 4 in the state. You know, so and then we have a lot of girls that a lot of people don't even know. We have a Chloe from South San Francisco, Mission Bach, and then we have Rodriguez from Alisal. You know, they're not all on the scene, but they're tough girls, brother. You got to, you know, we don't do all that stuff that you do, but we out there getting mean out here, and we'll see what happens at state, brother.
That's where it all matters, right?
Right.
Let's see here.
You give me all the rankings you want, brother. You know, we just go battle.
Yeah.
That's all we do.
So let's go kind of over the 100 weight class in terms of the final rankings. So this was as of today.
Right, I got him today,
around
yeah.
noon today. So you have Mia Hernandez from Colony, which is interesting because I think she lost in the finals to the Mayfair girl. Yeah.
Yep.
Yana Gasawa from Mayfair. Oh no, it's injury default. So she injury defaulted and maintained her ranking. But that still leaves the Mayfair girl unranked. And then you got Golden West, Fernandez, Gilroy is Cortez, Ava from Menlo Atherton. Are those both from your section?
Yeah, I guess told you. Yeah, about Sierra.
3 and 4 in there. And then you got Marlene Garcia from Birmingham, Horde from Monachi.
Hey man, don't make this a Southern California bias, brother.
I'm just saying. I'm giving you
I feel
props.
like I feel like two Southern California bias right here, brother.
Hey, let's just say you ventured down south for a reason, okay? It's not for the good-looking coaches.
Don't forget.
Right,
Don't
Coach
forget.
Justin?
I have for.
I'm
Hey, guys,
saying.
originally I'm from.
That's just an added bonus.
He's got hair envy. That's all it is.
Hey, you forget I'm from Santa Ana, man. Richard. You forget I'm from Santa Ana, brother.
Yeah, you know where it comes at. You know where it comes from. But and then Vasquez from Garces Memorial. Looks like they round out that. Munson from Chaminade College Prep also is in there. So
Hey, did you guys get the brackets yet?
no, tomorrow they come out, I believe. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, so I'll go over our
Oh,
section.
so I already blew the bracket, dude. And I already know that Vito Russell said.
Yeah, somebody's just okay over here.
Somebody gave me that one.
You must work for the Department of War because you're just out here spilling secrets, all right? You just put that in the
don't say anything
app.
about that
one. Out here and at the 100s, we had Hernandez. Like I said, she forfeited out to the Mayfair. Yana Gisawa. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that name. I apologize. She deserves better. On the backside, Marquez from Marina beat Martinez from Santa Ana for third and fourth in that bracket. So ours is broken up into 2 brackets. So that's the blue bracket, which is generally, I think, the higher seed. The 1 goes in that one. The 2 goes into the gold bracket. So at 100s, we had Thack from Rube. Hang on. All these track wrestling guys. Oh, Eleanor Roosevelt. Yep. Thack beat Geronimo. Let me see here. That's from Paloma Valley in the finals. And then Munson from Chaminade beat Carr. Ramos from Carr. So Carr is, let me see. Oh, Carter from Carter. So that was interesting, given that Munson from Chaminade took third but still held her rankings. So there's going to be some discussions about that, I'm sure. So let's see here. Okay, 105. I'll go with the rankings, and then we can talk about our representatives. Let's see here. Oh, Serratos from Santa Ana is the 1. Nunez from Buchanan is 2. Ava Fordero is the 3. Manabog from San Marino is the 4. Lazaro from Northview is 5. Solano from Franklin Elk Grove. Then Dizon from Pittman. And then Porter from Gilroy. So let's see here. And you guys got any heavy hitters in there that maybe got overlooked? I mean, Fordero is kind of an obvious.
Yeah. No, I mean, outside of that, our second place girl, she could sneak some wins, and you get a couple wins, you never know what happens at the state tournament, but I mean, I think Ava's got a really good opportunity in front of her. Mm-hmm. She's tough, going out to Lehigh next year, but I think she could find herself in the state finals again, and you get there, you never know what happens.
Yeah, she would face Nunez from Buchanan on the
Oh,
way. So that's a tough order. You got anybody on that side, Flores?
No, no, we're not at
Pretty
all.
chalk at that point, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see for us out here. Let me see if there's anybody really that was kind of a surprise. Yeah, Serratos had a very tough match with the Corona fam from Corona. That was a 4-1 match, but it was close it was tied at getting to the end there. So and then returning state placer Fortenbog took third over Chatter from Walnut on that top bracket. On the bottom side, which would be the 2 and the 3 in the bracket, Matabog beat Lazaro. Um, and then Rodriguez from I think that's Orange Vista. Yeah, Orange Vista beat the Huntington Beach girl Mora. So Orange Vista's got a team on them though. I will say that. So better watch out for them. They're going to be pretty impressive. I think they can make a little run with their girls.
yeah.
This next one, it's kind of one of those weight classes that I don't want to say it like I'm going to say it, but I'm going to say it because I think people think it. You got Estrada from Buchanan as the one, and it's kind of like, okay, next, because she's freaking good. I
Yeah.
really thought she was going to be a Fargo champ last year. Like,
Yeah.
so I was surprised when she dropped that match, but she's so freaking good. She's so good and strong and fast. She was in the room, once this, or twice this summer, and man, she was just fast. And I was like, Jesus, criminy. She's on the girl's legs so quick. But
Yeah.
Alexis Smith is the 2, with Sammy Conejo coming in as the 3. Now, let me get through the rest of these. Then Collins from Carlsbad is the 4. Weiserman from Peninsula is the 5. Frodero from Poway, who was there but I guess isn't there anymore. And then Montez from Central Catholic, and then Duarte from Sanger. That's at 110. So this was bittersweet, to be honest with you, because it's like, so okay, again, Christina Estrada had done, like, okay, next run. Alexis Smith just wrestles, like, just keeps going. She's very small in terms of her stature. She's short, but just goes the whole time. And she took second at Napa to Cornejo from Esperanza. Cornejo has beaten Weiserman, has beaten Collins. So I think that's why she's above them. But Weiserman has the last head-to-head against Cornejo. But Weiserman lost some other matches too, so I guess that kind of drops her down. So that's probably how that worked out that way. So if they see this way and it goes to the brackets that way, those semis are going to be pretty nasty. But I don't see anybody touching Estrada at the moment. I think she's pretty that far ahead. And I think, that's just kind of how it's going to chalk out. But Central Catholic's tough, and they got good coaching. Frodero is another one that's good, and so that's going to be interesting. That 4 or 5 match, I think, is going to be a tough one to get into to see Estrada. So I think that's going to be any surprises you guys think might rear its head from your weight classes there.
I mean, I think 110s. I think I think the top 3 are pretty on point. I think those hold, but I think anything 4 and below, anything can happen there.
Oh, okay. No, I'll bring up postmaster stuff after. But let's get through this, and then I'll bring up some scenarios since you guys have been around 32 years of coaching. Justin's been around the country coaching on all levels now. There's some possible, I'll call them gamesmanship. I'll call them antics. Because I don't want to upset anybody, but I probably will either way. But okay, moving on. 115. Oh, sorry. Did I go over my master's placers on that? Let me go over my master's placers on that. I don't want anybody to feel like I left them out. I want everybody to feel like they're represented. So let's see here. Dang, sorry, I'm going through it on my phone here. So Weiserman pinned Acosta from West Covina in the finals. Booth from Marina, injury default win over Ramirez from Chaparral. Then on the gold side, oh shoot, hang on. We had boom, boom, boom. Trying to be a little better at this, guys. Uh, Alexis Smith pinned Samantha Cornejo, so they've pinned each other this year. Um, and then Yoshitaki beats Del Haro from Hillcrest. So in the third place match there. All right. Then let me see here. 115. Who'd you guys have at 115 coming through?
I don't know off the top of my head. Let's see.
What about you, Flores?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, my
that's
girl, my Beta was
It was the one.
what did it? She was top 12 last year, and I think the injury. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I still got to put my coaches. I don't know if the injury is gonna hold up with their with their arm, but hopefully it comes through. You know, she got hurt at Dick Morris.
You're just gonna say an upper extremity injury. Okay, you gotta pull a
Upper
little Penn State
extremity.
here.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah. I
pull
don't
a
want
Penn
them to.
State here.
Yeah.
Don't give anybody an inside.
Yes, you're
scoop
right.
on
You're
that.
right. You might want to count upper extremes, man. Upper extremes.
Hey, Justin,
But
don't ever
yeah,
tell him anything, okay? He just like lets things out. Like, oh yeah,
I
we
don't
have
give
a
a
right
shit.
side torn labrum,
I don't
and
care.
it's just like,
Hey,
Jesus, coach.
man. Hey, you got to brace. Hey, it ain't gonna be rocket science when you have a brace on it, brother.
Yeah. Just brace the other side, dog. Come on.
Hey,
You
man,
gotta
I tried. I tried
old
doing
school,
that
okay?
too. She was like,
Take the other side. Let them attack it all they
hey,
want.
I tried doing that. But that weight class, you know, we have a girl from that's not too bad from Galileo High School. Kind of a sleeper. She's tough, man. She placed at Napa. She's a tough little girl, but pretty much that was just them two. You know what I mean? And you know, hopefully we can bang. But like I said, it's gonna be a little rough one now with the upper extremity injuries. You know.
Yeah. Is Windsor in your bracket? In your section? Windsor?
No, but we were gonna wrestle her, and then again we were injured. But that girl's tough, man. That little ninth grader from Windsor's really tough, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
she's ranked on the rankings, but she's real low. I'm just letting you guys know, man. She's a goer, dude.
no, she is. She
She's
beat
a
my
sleeper.
freshman.
Yeah,
She beat my
yeah, big.
freshman
She's
from
I think. Hey, have you seen her?
Yeah, she
I think,
wrestled my freshman in the finals at Napa.
yeah, I think she's a 20. She looks like a. I go, Jake. She's a freshman, dude. She looks like she's 18.
Yeah, she's ranked low. Yeah, I'll go figure. She's a Ramos figure. They're gonna underestimate her. But the rankings go Gutierrez from Marina,
Right.
Barone from Birmingham, who was a 135 last year,
Yeah.
and made the semis of the World Team Trials. Wrestled Taina Fernandez in the semis. So she's
yeah.
not a scrub at 135. She dropped down to 115. Woof, that's a drop. Good kid though, sweet kid. You ever talk to her?
No.
Yeah.
You'd still be talking to her. I'm telling you right now. She could talk your ear out. It's great. She's awesome. But Barone is the two, and I think they train in the off season together. Schneider from Elk Grove is the three. Soria from Los Altos is the four. Garza from Buchanan is the five. Cernas Stockdale is the six. Cornish from Tesoro is the seven, and Ramos is the eight. So
It's a
only
tough weight class.
two seniors in that. So, but yeah, that's a tough weight class. That is a very tough weight class. So it'll be interesting to see that one. For Paris to be at the four, like that lets you know because she's super tough. Um, let me see here. Yeah,
Isn't Cornish a state placer?
Cornish is a state placer.
Yeah.
Schneider, I believe, is a state placer. Barone is a state placer. Gutierrez is a state champ.
Snyder's a two-time state medalist.
Tough weight class.
Yeah, I had a little incident with her at
Yeah.
Napa. Yeah, kind of unfortunate. I'll go into that later. We can go to it now. Screw it. So my wrestler at 120 is wrestling her, and she's the 2 seed at Napa. I don't know how, but I think she might have just started late or something. And you know, you can see the match is starting to get to her. She's getting a little emotional during the match. So I'm hyping my girl up because my girl last year was beat the Poway girl and just walked off the mat. 10 seconds left, just walked off the mat. Like I don't want it. I don't want this. Too much stimulus. I'm out. you know. And then this year she's banging with, you know, Schneider, and I'm like, that girl's a stud. So I'm trying to hype her up. I'm keeping my energy up, you know. Let's go, you know. Get back, you know. And Schneider starts jawing at me, and I'm like, ma'am, you're the stud here. You're the 2. My girl's a 7. Like, you're the stud, you know. And so I'm just hyping my girl up. Well, that apparently rubbed people the wrong way. I didn't realize she's a local hero. And so I turn around, and Central Catholic's in their corner. Everybody's cheering against us. And I'm just like, ooh, okay, well, I gotta make sure my girl knows I'm in her corner. About 15 seconds left. And this referee comes out of nowhere. And it's a female referee that's calling the match. And there's no space in Napa. If you're in Napa, there's no space.
Yeah.
Like, it's packed. And he comes over 5 feet from my face, and he's like, not 5 feet, but like 5 inches from my face. He's like, you move back 5 feet right now. And I was like, sir, I'm the coach. And he's like, I don't care, I'm the ref. And how would you take that, Just? Like, he comes out of nowhere, doesn't introduce himself, he just starts jawing. The match is going. And I'm like, sir, like, you know, like, what do you want me to do? You know, like, we're right here. You know, and he's ignoring the fact that the other coaches are on the mat. He walks past them in the circle and comes
That's
over to me.
outrageous.
And I'll
Were
show
you,
you the
hey,
video.
were you in the small gym? Where were you at? The cafeteria?
No,
Or in the
because
main
Napa
gym?
this, no, Napa this wasn't at Napa. It was at American Canyon.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm telling you. It was
And so
were
we're in
you
the big
cap-
gym. We're in the big
Okay,
gym.
it happened in the big gym. Okay.
Yeah. And so we're there, and I'm like, sir, there's nowhere to go. If I took one step either way, I'm in the crowd, you know? And so he says, I'm gonna kick you out of here. And I said, sir, I don't even have a warning. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, that's it. Flagrant misconduct, you're out of here. And I'm like, what? Like, I haven't approached the table. I haven't used profanity. I haven't touched anybody. Like, what are you talking about? You know? So there's 10 seconds left. So the match is over by the time he's done yelling at me. And we go to that table, and he was nice enough to let me stay, you know, but I couldn't coach. So I'm like, okay.
That's
So I'm
crazy
there.
work.
No, you know, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Oh, no.
So we're there, right? And of course, Santa Ana's there. And we all know there's one coach and cries about everything, right? So my girl's wrestling his girl. And in the WrestleBacks later match, right? And the Santa Ana coach goes over to the ref and goes, he's not supposed to be coaching. I'm in the stands. I'm in the stands sitting with parents. And he's not supposed to be coaching. Blah, 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 blah. And so the ref looks back like, who? Like, there's just people cheering. I'm just cheering. So he complains to the head table. They come back over, like, listen, we did you a favor, and we let you stay, but you can't say anything because you're technically not here. And so I'm like, okay, fair enough, whatever, you know. But I was like, God, are you serious? Like, I can't even cheer for my kid?
That's
but I understand
outrageous.
it. When you feel, I don't know, threatened coaching wise, you know, because I would never threaten anybody. That would just be ridiculous. I'm 50 years old. But when you, I don't know, maybe you need the edge, I guess, right? So I was like, whatever, it's fine. Like, no big deal. You know, his girl won nothing, I think. You know, so I'm like, okay, not a big deal. But yeah, so that was an interesting side note there on that weight class. So Schneider's tough. She was tough at 120. Dude, she's gonna be a force even at 115. So that's gonna be pretty amazing. Hey, where's the Palo Alto girl?
ACL.
That's a good question.
Tore,
No.
she tore ACL.
Dookie. You gonna stop her from
That's
being a
for the
four
year.
timer? She better Spencer Lee up. Come on now. That girl's
Right.
talented. She could
It
be
was
a
pretty
four
bad.
timer. Yeah. But honestly, I hope she stays all 4 years, but I could see her not because she's really good as a freshman. So I could see her saying, yeah, you know what, I want to make a world team. So yeah, she's tough. So that hits that section hard. So anyhow, okay. So 115, the rankings go Epinesa Ellison, returning state champ, as the 1. Martin from Granada, the 2. Ibrahimi from Poway is 3. De Leon from Oak Ridge is 4. Bernstein from Orland is 5. Lopez, who's a returning medalist, is the 6. Rascon from Central Union is the 7. Arens from Vacaville is the 8. So very tough there. Very, very tough. So we'll see how those pan out. You guys got anybody on that side?
Nobody here.
Nobody, huh? Okay, heavy hitters. Okay, on to the next weight, 120s. So, oh wait, I didn't read the southern section ones, in case anybody gives a darn. I mean, they're all available, but I will say this: Epinesa. Next question. She's that good. I mean, her and Paris are both really good. I mean, I imagine them having each other as workout partners just pushes each other even more.
Hmm.
But that's pretty awesome. Um, yeah, I mean that's just how it is. I don't see anybody challenging her. She pretty much tore through every. Oh, I didn't read the 115 qualifiers. So Gutierrez majored, punished 10-0. Lecharia took third over Victorville Meyer in that bracket. On the bottom side, I should say bottom side, on the gold side. Um, Paris Soria took first over Salazar from Santa Ana. That's the freshman that works out with us. Um, is it Dizon from Upland? Pin Jennifer Flores from Olu. Good to see her get back. She didn't make it last year, but she made it this year. So good for her. Um, let me see here. Ellison, 19-4 over Lopez from Hamilton, the returning placer. Herrera from Corona beat Garcia, who's another state placer. Um, so there's 4 state placers that qualified in that bracket alone, in that half. In case you guys are wondering if Southern Section's deep, yeah, it's that half. We're all state placers, okay? Uh, Jadis Brady takes second to Hernandez from Rio Mesa. That this side of the bracket, so this had the 2, 3, 6, and 7 ranked girls. They were the 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the bracket. They all lost in the quarters. The 1, the 4. Yeah, that was a tough bracket. The 2 seed, or the 2 coming out of the south. Oh, we lost Flores there. Hopefully he joins back in. Click back in, Flores. Um, yeah, she lost an 18-11 match in the quarters. That's a high scoring match. And then
Yeah,
Jadis Brady beat the 4 seed from Citrus Valley 9-2. Cerratos, who was the 3 in the bracket, lost by major decision 11-0 to Zoe Lopez from Charter Oak. And then Mendez from Mayfair lost to Hernandez 15-6. So a lot of big points put up there, but yeah, that side of the bracket in one round, it was like they did like 8 mats in there, and that whole strip, these 4 in a row, just upset. It's like, dang, it was real tough, real
that's
tough.
crazy.
Yeah, they blew up that bracket pretty big. Um, let's see here. Suzette Bell was the number 1 at 125 in our gold bracket, and he's back, yay!
Guys, sorry
She
about
took a
that.
loss in the second round um, to Garden Grove by fall, um, but Bell wrestled back for third, um, and then the Newberry Park girl for third and fourth. Goodland from Roosevelt uh, beat Stepanian from Hesperia in that one. And in the blue bracket, sorry, hang on. Where you at? Anyhow, so we can go through these back and forth, but I think we all know who top dogs are in these weight classes. Let's just go through the because I'm realizing it's taking a long time to go through all this. Let's just cut through this chase here. Let's just go through the rankings and talk about them. Borelli is the number 1 at 125, with Mangini from Del Oro as the 2. James from Central is the 3. Dude, that's a tough weight class.
Really tough weight class.
Borelli, Mangini, James. Then you got Corona from Monachi, Mendoza from Gilroy, Apostle from Poway, Nguyen from Granada, and Hooper from Northview. Whew, that's really tough. I don't know. That's impressive. Okay, so gun to your head, you think Borelli's winning it as the 1 seed?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's pretty tough. I mean,
Pretty solid. She beats Mangini. What do you think,
But
Flores?
Michaela's always a wild card. She's a dog.
Yeah, I could just remember as a freshman, I'm at Napa, like recording, talking about it, and dude, she was just putting a ride on somebody. And I was like, dude, this freshman is something. She was just putting the work on top. So she's tough, but I mean, she's up a few weight classes this year. But yeah, she's looking like she's up there for sure. Let's see here, Newbury Park. Yeah, Black is the one. Grace from Gilroy is the 2. Espinoza from Palm Desert is the 3. We see Sermana from Cerritos is the 4. Nguyen from Dublin is the 5. Torres from Brawley is the 6. Pierce from Rancho Bernardo. There you go, Justin. Is the 7. Bentley from Santa Cruz is the 8. Let's see here. Anybody you think is going to dark horse there?
I mean, Camille is always really tough. Significantly better in freestyle than she is folk style, but you know she's really tough. I really like Victoria Espinoza. I think she's a sneaky one to, you know, maybe punch her way into the finals. But I mean, Maddie is really, really tough. She has a really good head on her shoulders, just her mentality. So I'm excited to see how she finishes, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see here. I see that's at 1:30. Let's see. Yeah, Northview. Okay. I'm just looking through at some of these to see who they beat. Because Black is good. Good luck stopping that double leg.
Yeah.
I mean, she's tough there. But you know what you're getting. I mean, it's just a matter of stopping it, right?
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm a big fan of that double leg, so I'm not mad about it. Alrighty, moving up at 135. Returning state champ Stewart from Orange Vista is the 1. Zaragoza from Brawley is the 2. Ward from Oakland Tech. Who's a 3-time state runner-up from Oakland Tech? You guys know that?
Yeah.
You know who it is, Flores?
Nope.
Want to give him the answer, Justin?
3-time state runner-up.
State runner-up.
For
He was
women.
also for
men.
men. For men.
Well,
yeah.
we got
men.
one right
from
now,
Oakland Tech?
Toscano.
Flores? Who did you guess, Flores?
Well, I know Abbas was a state champion for Oakland Tech.
He was not a
You
state
know that,
champ.
right?
He wasn't a state
But
champ.
he wasn't a runner-up.
He's a runner-up.
I don't know.
He's a 3-time NCAA runner-up, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough to watch that Lincoln McElravy match. It's like, gosh, dude.
You said Abbas, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I said.
But he wasn't a champ. He lost to Tony Okada.
Okay. I thought Abbas won it.
It's the senior year. No, Tony Okada beat him.
Okay.
I know that because I went to Savannah.
I had the name right, bro. Come on.
You did. You were on the right track. You're on the right track.
Yeah.
I'm just showing my age here. Anyhow,
I'm 60,
Zaragoza
I'm
from
60,
Brawley.
brother.
Dude, Brawley's always got girls, dude. Brawley's, God, they do such a good job. I feel
Yeah.
bad people pick them, but, dude, they do such a good job. So, Stewart, Zaragoza, Ward from Oakland Tech. Balderas is the 4. Bernal from Marina is the 5. Cortez from Gilroy is the 6. Harwell from St. Mary's is the 7. And Padilla from Excelsior Charter is the 8. I wonder. Let me see how this match went because I didn't. Balderas has just always been really tough. So so Balderas won her bracket, which put her over Bernal. Balderas, I think, is the dark horse there. If I was going to name a dark horse, it would be Balderas.
Yeah, I mean, top 4 all have finals experience.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty
This
crazy.
is kind of I wouldn't say open, but there's a lot of people that can win this weight class, right?
Yeah. It's pretty open there. So,
Yeah.
that one could shake out really interesting. So, probably one of the deeper weight classes, like in terms of just number of medalists that could get
Right.
through. But like you said, number of finalists is pretty insane. So most people would be running from that.
Yeah.
Okay, 140. Bea Austin at Houston. Dulce Martinez is the 2. Wow. Dulce Martinez. To hear Dulce Martinez is the number 2 is like, oh, that's interesting. Uh, but Bea's good, dude. I like Bea Austin a lot. She's
She
cool.
is really good. We wrestled her in the semis last year, and I mean, we pinned her at Napa. We caught her in like 20 seconds and pinned her.
Stepped
And
over on her,
then,
right? She went slide by,
uh-huh,
you stepped over and bang. I was like,
uh-huh,
oh,
yeah. And then
too
semis,
slick,
she
but
just she put it on us. She put on
she
a
made it
clinic.
clear.
Like
She made it not again.
technique wise, she was leaps and bounds of everybody in that bracket last year.
She's so long and so aware.
Yeah.
Like it's her body awareness is so good. So when you guys stepped over, I was like, whoa, like you don't see that on Bea. So
No.
it is. I mean, it was clean. It was nice. I seen it. I was
Yeah.
like, woo, because I thought you were dead to rights, and then step or bam. I was like, dang. So
Yeah.
Bea Austin's the 1. Dulce Martinez is the 2. Uh, I hate butchering people's names, but I'm a terrible reader. Samarusti from West Covina is the 3. Lazaro is the 4. Lopez from Peninsula is the 5. Quayler from Downey is the 6. Lou from Northgate is the 7. And then Hawthorne from Golden Valley is the 8. So that finals match, if it shakes out this way, it's gonna be pretty fire.
Yeah.
That'll be worth the price of admission. I'll just say that. Worth the price of admission on that one. So, let me see here. 145. Well, let's see. Jimmy hasn't messaged us. Where's Jimmy at? I need some, let's see. Okay. So 145, of course, the Queen did not return. Returning state champ decided to forgo her senior season. She graduated early. Just wants to focus on the freestyle side of things. And I mean, it's kind of one of those questions that's like, well, okay, what are your goals? And Olivia Davis really, I mean, she made the size of the World Team Trials last year, missed it. Kind of looked at the whole picture and said, okay, what's 2 going to do for me? I'd much rather, because I'm going against college girls who go freestyle year round, and I got a month to switch it off and go freestyle. I'd much rather focus on it. 2's not going to change anything for me. She already knew she was going to William Jewell, wrestling for Coach Dez. They have a great relationship together. Going to the club and everything, and now going to wrestle college for her. So she forgoes. And now you got Salamua from Corona as the 1. Hernandez from St. Helena, the 2. Satani from Northview is the 3. Smith from Clovis West is the 4. Madden from Del Oro's Loomis. Regales from Olympian. Oh, there you go, San Diego.
Yeah.
Ritek from Miguel is the 7. And Malin from Marysville is the 8. I'm not seeing... I didn't see Clovis East so far anywhere. What happened to Gonzalez?
I don't know where Gonzalez is. That's an interesting question. I don't know if she got hurt. I haven't looked at Central Section brackets, but I know Jalen, she tore her ACL at Association Duels right next to Lucy. So she had surgery in July as well. Been out the whole year.
Dang. Okay.
Senior year too.
Oof. That's rough.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that one. So I think Salamua, next question. She's so good, just so talented and strong.
Yep. She's pinned or teched everybody she's wrestled this year in the state of California. So
yeah,
it's a one-horse race for sure.
Yeah, and honestly, last year I think she would have been a finalist if she was on the other side.
Yeah.
So I mean, her and Davis had a great match at Napa. Yeah, I think I just think it would have been a different story, and she would have been in the finals. But she's so freaking tough, dude. She's like built perfect.
She
like
is.
For that. I mean, she could put on some size and still be extremely...
She was 155 at Fargo and was sized up well against them. So for her to go back down to 45 and fill that out, like when I talked to her, she said she feels really, really good at 145, and I think it's an excellent spot for her. just
Yeah.
for not just obviously for season, but postseason wise, and what her goals are for the spring and the summer.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's hers to win. Barring her tripping over something and falling into traffic, I don't think anything's going to stop her from meeting that.
For real.
And another one, the same along the same road. Natalie Blanco's the one at 155. Snyder from
Yep.
Rancho Bernardo is the two. Jewel from Northgate is the three. Eva Garcia from Marina is the four. Basil from Pacifica is the five. Faust from Buchanan is the six. Aguilar from Fountain Valley is the seven. And Bragg from Poway is the eight. I'll tell you right now. Blanco, next question. She's
Yep.
so slick. So seeing those two go at it today, it's just so
I
much fun,
bet.
dude. It is so much fun. So you throw like this. That's it. This is the four we had in the room, Flores, today. It is crazy. You had Flores. Sorry. You had Davis. Then you had Salamua. You had Blanco, and you had Davis. So that four group was banging. It was crazy. It was really good. But I don't see anybody beating Blanco. She's freaking tough. No disrespect to anybody else, but she just gets it done. She's deceptively smooth. You know, I
Hmm.
seen her go left side, attack the leg, sprawl right side duck today, and I was like, whoa, it was nice. And when you do it against someone of those four girls, like you're like, wow, that's really like. So that was good. Um, Gosh, dude, Leilani Limus going for her fourth at 170. Uh,
Another
being
one horse race.
from American Canyon, Tiffany Bell from Orange Vista, Bittner from Rio Mesa is the four. Rodriguez from how do you say that? Alisal?
Yeah, she's
Alisal.
tough.
Okay. Lopez from Upland is the six. Reese from Central Catholic is the seven. And Cadena from Bakersfield Christian is the eight. Um, Lemus is just since her freshman year and such a sweetheart, like just super nice and just yeah, really cool person. So
Very quiet until you get to talking to her, and then she doesn't stop. But
if she
she
gets
is
going, huh? Her motor
yeah
gets going.
she's a great human being.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I really hope she gets her four. Like she's I have no doubt to be honest, but yeah. Okay, 190. Calabero from Orange is the one. Carvalho from Redwood Visalia is the two. Orange Wham or Oregon from Centennial Bakersfield is the three. Diaz from Liberty is the four. Pasica from Long Beach Poly is the five. Beza from San Dimas is the six. Alvarado from Highland is the seven. Matagi from Napomo is the eight. So, I don't know.
And no, Cabrillo or
Yeah,
Caballero.
Caballero.
She beat Emily once this year, but if I had to pick one, I think Emily takes it. She's a dog. She works really hard, and yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see the match again. I mean, you just saw Emily and Oni wrestle in the Masters finals, and it really wasn't a contest. So I think we're looking at the top two with that one.
Okay. So, but the problem is that they're going to be the two and the three.
Yeah.
So it's like
Well,
they're going to
no,
be on
I
the
mean,
same
I
side.
think the top two as it is will be the finalists. Oni,
Ah,
she'll see Emily again, and she'll probably lose in the semis, and hopefully come back and get third. But
yeah.
yeah, I think it'll be the top two ranked girls meeting in the finals at that weight.
Nice. Okay. Last weight, 235. Napomo Matagi is the one. Aguayo from Bakersfield is the two. Coons from Orange Vista is the three. Wafer from Lakewood is the four. Espinoza from Central Valley is the five. Lorenzana from Marina is the six. Nahara from Olympia is the seven. And Barrios from Citrus Valley is the eight. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Gia Coons gets through the finals. I think she's tough, good kid.
Hmm.
Um, I think she'll get to make the finals. How she does against Matagi, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Very senior heavy um, lineup here. Yeah, with only the one and the three being less than a senior, both in
Yeah.
10th graders. So that'll be a wide open race next year. So team race. How do you guys think it's gonna fan out?
I think probably Buchanan is the one.
Think we can, huh?
I think
Let's see here.
they have more champs. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
Northview has depth, and I mean, Poway losing Mimi at 115. I think that kind of takes them out of the race. Maybe not, but it's going to be a lot harder now losing a podium place.
yeah. So let me see here. I wonder. I don't know who got the most qualifiers from the Southern. I know Santa Ana had 5. Let me see here. Let me go
How many did
to-
Buchanan have?
I want to say, just read an article. It's like 7 to 9, I believe. Let's see, where did that go?
They're tough, man.
Yeah,
Good on top.
Yeah, I want to say they have 6 or so. The Northview has like
yeah.
6. I think they're pretty close to.
Buchanan got nine through. Poway got 8. Northview qualified 7.
Hmm.
Okay.
Gilroy 6.
We had 6, yeah.
Marina 6. And Pittman 6. Highland 6. Chico from Northern 6. Orange Vista 5. Golden West 5. Bakersfield High 5. Etowanda 5. Birmingham 4. Olympian 4. Durham 4. Central Catholic 4. And that's St. Francis and Monterey both got 4 as well.
Yeah. So it's really going to come down to, I think Buchanan's champs are going to be hard to overcome
Yeah.
because yeah, I just that's just going to be hard to get through. But let's see here. Jimmy says he just got out of a movie. Guy's a movie star. He's always at the movies. Um, yeah. So okay, you tell me, coaching shenanigans or coaching tactics? Okay. So I'm standing on the side. Now, mind you, I was informed that RCIF went above and beyond to say a certain coach, club coaches are not allowed in the corners, only cleared coaches. And if you see one specific coach, you are to report it. Now, is there a book of cleared coaches? Anybody know?
There is not.
Yeah, didn't think so. Every year, I get called to the head table at Masters, and they say, "Are you a cleared coach?" I said, and I always have the head coach with me. I say, "Here he is," and then they say, "Okay, making sure somebody reported it." It happens every year, so it's kind of funny, but it happened again this year. And it was announced that if you see one specific coach in the corner, you are to report it immediately. So I was just like, "Wow, that coach must feel very important." I must say, but side note. Back to what I was asking for. Is this a coaching tactic or something else? So let's say your girl's wrestling, okay? She's on the edge of the mat next to the opposing coaches. She hits a head and arm. Boom. Gets the girl flat to her back. She turns her hips. And their legs are close to the coach's legs. Rather than move their feet by doing said knees to chest, like most coaches I think do. Coaches leave their feet there and look at the ref. like, hey, what does the ref have to do when they come into contact with the coach?
You're asking a question to me?
Yeah. What is the procedure when the athlete's who's getting pinned, her legs
Right.
are near her coach? And
That's a discretion of the referee, depending if the coach is there and it hits the coach's legs, right, and the
Mhm.
girl's on her back, they have the discretion. And if there's no danger or anything, they would probably push the hey, get away or stop. That's a discretion on the referee, to be honest with you. There's
Okay.
no written thing. There's no written thing. I mean, for us as a coach, we should move out of the way. But as far as that's at the discretion of the ref.
What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I think it's probably discretion of the ref at that point.
Well, if you don't move and you know the rules, because what happens when the girl's feet go out of bounds and they touch the wood on the floor? What happens then?
Well, it depends. Again, ref discretion. It's either if they made it look like they reached for it, they'll hit them with a stall call. But other than
Well,
that, I
if
mean,
they hit the floor, they're out of bounds because they're
Okay.
right.
So, but if the coaches make no effort to move out of the way, is that misconduct?
I think it's grounds for misconduct.
If that's your wrestler who threw the head and arm, what are you saying?
Oh, I mean, it's
Hey,
ethics at that point.
I'm sitting in the corner and I'm behind the coaches and I have it's Esperanza and Olu. Okay? I'm sitting behind Esperanza and their girl hit the throw and Olu's girl's on her back. And I'm standing next to a group of Olu wrestlers because I know them. They're from our area. They've come in a couple times before, and so I'm talking to the moms, and I'm like, ooh, they may call the coach for a misconduct on that because he didn't move. I said, but I'm not above it when it comes down to qualifying. Hey, like oopsies, But if that's your girl, but so I get it. Would I do it? Probably not, but I get it. I'm not saying anybody's wrong there, but I could see where a ref would. So the Esperanza coach gets really pissed, or the Esperanza corner coach was there, and he's like lighting up the Olu coach, talking trash. You put your foot down. You put your foot down. Move your foot. And so yeah, they were getting heated at the end of that match for sure. Because then it ended up the Esperanza girl ended up losing at the end. Um, and then for some reason, one of the parents turns to me and says, "Yeah, f you," and I'm like, "I'm not in the corner, dude. Like I'm just watching." I'm like, "Oh, okay." The security guard was standing right there, and he looked at me like, "Do you guys have beef?" And I was like, "I don't even know him. Like, evidently, I'm very
That's
popular."
crazy.
So yeah, but I thought that was an interesting matchup and thing to happen there. Um, but yeah, somebody texted me that Sophia Gonzalez hurt herself and didn't
Yeah,
wrestle.
I just was looking at brackets. It looked like she wrestled in the CIF finals and got majored. I didn't obviously see the match, but
Yeah,
and then she didn't show up at Masters. So
that's rough. Well, hopefully she's healthy. Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully it's not something that's long term or something like that. I mean, obviously getting hurt this time of the year is not good.
no,
Um,
not when you got bigger aspirations than the high school season.
yeah, I mean, you're who's number one in the beginning of the year. Obviously, you think things are going good. They work really hard. Their dad puts them through a lot.
Mhm.
So, I mean, hopefully they're safe. But
Yeah,
surprised not to see her, in there. Um, Let me see. And then hearing the um, Palo Alto lost their girl who's ACO. God, why am I forgetting her name? And I feel so bad because I'm a
Ella
fan.
Cohen.
Cohen. Dang it, that's what it was. Yes, I'm a fan of Ella Cohen, and to hear that she got injured, that bums me out because she's a stud.
She is.
Stud freshman, dude. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, so we'll be missing some hammers. Hopefully they'll be back for Fargo or World Team Trials, and then we
Yep.
can see them go to work there. But gosh, opens up that bottom bracket at those weight classes. For
It does.
Gonzalez, for Cohen, it opens up, the top part of the bracket, but hang on. What weight would she have gone?
Cohen,
Yeah.
my guess, probably, 115 would have
We've
been a
been
rematch
robbed,
with.
Justin. We've been
I
robbed.
know. I know.
Jeez. We already said that 115 was crazy on top.
Yeah.
Like, jeez. That would have been something.
Yeah, I think that would have been the bracket.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got robbed. That's not fair. I feel had.
And then even at 120s, losing Irene, she was having a really good season too from San
What?
Clemente.
Oh
She
yes.
uh, she rolled her ankle. She had beat she beat somebody tough in that CIF, and then yeah, rolled her ankle pretty good, and then tried to wrestle on it and ended up
She was in
losing.
an 18-11 match when she lost.
Hmm.
Jeez, that's some points put up.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's a pretty serious injury. So
Mm,
hopefully it's not, and surgery's not needed. But she was
yeah.
finally just kind of starting to come into her own a little bit.
Yeah.
Ranked third in the state before it happened.
Damn. Well, that's gonna be tough, man. That's real tough. Let's see, one in that weight class. San Diego's represented well in that weight class too.
Yeah,
Two girls in the top eight, two Southern Section girls, two SJ girls. Man, yeah, we got robbed on that one. That's for sure. Uh, anyhow, all right. State's coming up. What's the matchups you're looking for?
I think we kind of talked about some of them already, but I'm looking forward to seeing some of the rematches. I'm really excited for like I said, the 115s to see how that all shakes out. I mean, Paris and Aubrey are always a fireworks match, and Barone and Schneider is going to be a good. I mean, that semis and finals in that weight class is going to be pretty epic. And
Yeah,
honestly, I mean, I know Epiness is in her own league, but I think SJ can hang a little bit. She's pretty tough.
yeah,
And then 130s, Maddie and Tamara getting that rematch. Really curious to see how the 135 shakes out. Pulling for my girl from Brawley, but I think seeing her and Stewart scrap would be good. But the semis in that one's going to be pretty wild too. So
yeah. Oh, Bea Austin and Dulce Martinez, I think is the match I'm
yeah, it's
looking
going to be a
forward
good
to.
one as well.
I think that's the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, and I'm kind of. I think 155. I think Simone, even though she's the 3 seed, I think she makes the finals.
For
And
sure.
curious to see if she can hang with Natalie at all.
Mm, yeah, yeah. That'll be a good semi too. And Snyder and Jewel.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for today. We should probably talk about girls' regions next time.
Yeah. Let's do
Uh,
it.
the NCAA regions. Region 6 was insane. I mean, Lily Avalos, who was an All American at NAIA, didn't get through. I talked to her today. She had some good matches, but just like God, that region's just so tough.
I briefly looked at the brackets, some of the semifinal matchups, and I was like, "Holy smokes, man!" I
Yeah,
haven't gone through them yet today, but looking forward to when I do.
Yeah, you get some time to settle down and shoot. Where was your guys' regionals at?
Oregon, up in Salem at Corbin
Okay.
University, and then this week I'll go up to state on Wednesday. I'll leave Friday night, go back to Orange County, and hop on a plane for women's regionals or women's conference on Sunday. So
You're back in Oregon
that's
again,
it.
huh? For that,
Yeah, that one's at Southern. Yeah,
getting the
so
whole see, you get to see all of it.
yes, sir. I'm from Oregon, so it's cool to
Oh, it's
go
cool to
back
go
home.
home.
My parents come and support and
Which
get to
part?
see them. So yeah,
Which part of Oregon?
Central Bend, Redmond area,
Okay. Yeah, I
like two
went
and a
through
half, 3 hours.
summer. Took a like when it got like late August, like when it was still
Hmm.
hot. We took a trip up the coast, and it was awesome.
Beautiful.
Saw the Goonies house.
Heck
Went
yeah.
through the Cannon Beach.
Yo,
Went and rode some dune buggies. Like it was a lot of fun.
yeah,
People sleep on Oregon. It's like
they do.
it's not on Portland. I promise. It's nice.
No, 100%. That's what I try to tell everybody. Like where I grew up, it's nothing like that. You know.
Even Portland's nice. I was walking around there. That giant bookstore they got in Portland's awesome.
Howells,
Like
yeah, it's
yeah,
awesome.
it's a cool spot. It's a different vibe for sure. I wish I had my
Yeah,
Forerunner up there though. Definitely makes me want
yeah,
to go camp.
yeah.
So
No, and that's the thing. You can literally pull over anywhere and freaking go in the woods and just camp.
yeah, so it's like dang. But all right, Coach. Well, we'll have to earmark you in for another one then next time.
Sounds good, man.
All
Appreciate
right.
you bringing me on.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll talk soon. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye.